Hello everyone, I'm your host, Boss Zombie. Welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Online High Isle. Lost all the audio from my last, recording. So that sucks. But, on the bright side, that was just a base story quest, so not much commentary missed there. And I cut out traveling, so it's just the bare story stuff. Nothing special. I did mention, though, that the reason I had taken so long to get around to playing High Isle was because I had been waiting, kind of biding time, hoping a patch might come out. Because there are some problems with High Isle, more than your typical chapter release. For instance, some NPCs just don't have torsos. Probably because they're using a motif that isn't fully incorporated into the game yet, but who knows? But yeah, that should get fixed. It's other minor stuff, but I was keeping myself busy doing stuff with companions and Tales of Tribute and all that. But now it's time to do quests.
Never protected the pass.
Who knows
and
what's
it's
in
ours
here?
once more. And the less.
Oh, good. A kind face. I have tried.
Wait,
Oh, good. A kind face.
why is this?
I have tried.
What's wrong with his hair? Hold on. Like, it doesn't look like anything on him is loading.
Oh, good.
Wait. Why are you walking? He's like so weird, like moving around.
Oh, good. A kind face. I have tried time and again to ask politely for my friend's safe return, but they rudely mock me in response. Would you help me retrieve Privet? They took her away into Breakwater Cave. Didn't even ask my permission.
Why are you so strange? Who's Privet and who took her?
Oh, my Privet is without a doubt the most beautiful sheep on the island. Just ask anyone and they'll agree. A swell of Hadalids reside in this cave. They displayed such inner ugliness and took Privet. I just heard her cries from inside.
So Hadalids took your sheep?
Well, even if my Privet was just your typical sheep, which she is not, that would not excuse the Hadalids' rude behavior. I need someone strong to support my negotiations for Privet's return. How would you feel about joining me in exchange for coin?
Yeah.
I knew you looked friendly. There goes a true friend to animals, I said. Now, with you to accompany me into the cave, our negotiations can begin. They may get rough, but I refuse to leave without my Privet.
If you have sheep, does that mean you're a farmer?
I am so much more than a simple farmer. They only think of animals as a source of income, or even food. No, I am an animal steward. I serve each of the creatures under my care. Whatever their needs may be, I attend to them.
Who is this strange man? So you take care of more than just Privet?
Absolutely. In many ways, I take care of every creature on High Isle. Those that cannot speak for themselves, anyway. Many animals find their way to my home that deserve special attention. Privet was just such a sheep.
What do you mean Privet found her way to you?
I woke one morning and instantly knew someone needed my care. I leapt from bed and ran to my door. And just out front, there she was. Oh, Privet was quite the beauty. From the moment I laid eyes on her, I knew I had to serve her.
Yeah, that's very interesting, and you're not a weirdo at all. I do want to know more about the Hadalids, though. Why do they look like drow? Why do they look like drow mixed with Molag Bal? Why are there weird crab people running around this island?
I regret that I didn't introduce myself when they arrived. Such a simple gesture from me could have prevented this crime. Hadalids aren't soft like sheep. They're covered in hard shells with nasty spikes, like overgrown mud crabs. Oh, and the smell.
Are Hadalids supposed to be, like, isn't there a whole, like, lore background with the drow that they originally were a super sentient species that looked like Molag Bal or were created by him or were a mirror of him or something like that? And they had a huge empire that collapsed? Is that what the Hadalid are supposed to be? Or is that just coincidental connections? What do they smell like?
Like rotten meat floating in dirty seawater. They usually live far below the water, so I shouldn't judge. Maybe my scent of fine lanolin and fresh hay offends them. Oh, listen to me gossiping like a child. This happens when I get emotional.
Do you know where these Hadalids came from?
Sadly, no. That's the sort of thing I'd learn in a friendly conversation. I've heard rumors about Hadalid attacks on other islands around here. In the past, I assumed that was just bigotry. Now, I'm not so sure.
I want to hear more about Privet. Do I?
Of course you do. I could go on for an eternity about her. I already mentioned her beauty, but she's also so considerate. One time, I caught her chewing on a shirt. I felt very cross until I realized she'd done me a favor.
How?
It was my old worn gardening shirt. I like to give used cloth to the seamstress in town. She makes patches, but she's old and it hurts her to cut cloth, so I cut it before donating. Privet saved me the trouble. She's great.
Is he actually just Dr. Doolittle, or is he crazy? Like, that's what I like about quests like this. You don't know. You won't know until the end. He might end up getting eaten by a Hadalid. Who knows? Okay, there's Ornogs here. We're going right. And imps. I don't think the Hadalids are in this cave until much further in. Is this the one that has a Hadalid boss? I think like over here. It's a whole collection of aquatic related creatures. Those are bones.
A skeleton! Not Privet's, thankfully. I hope this poor soul didn't die alone.
You want more people to die so they're not a... That's interesting. What a strange, strange man. Ooh, Coral Hajmota. Ow. Also, they have very concerning names. Why is it called a peeler? Why are they Hadalid peelers? But yeah, they have like the same kind of feet as Molag Bal and very similar postures, and it's so strange. I'll have to look up. Well, I'm afraid to look up because I don't want any spoilers. But I would like to look up if there's any, like, just info on the Hadalids. Ooh, a chest. I've been avoiding doing content besides, like, dailies and stuff like that in High Isle. Just for the sake of it being more genuine to encounter. Really? I can't auto-pick a simple lock? Thank you. But, like, I haven't even gotten Sky Shards, even though I've run through this dungeon so many times already. Or delve, it's not a dungeon. Even their head shape is... Look at their face.
Guard up, get moving.
Very reminiscent of Molag Bal. Alright, I'm looking.
Your prowess was befitting a knight. Well done.
Thank you, Isabel.
Oh no, Privet! Wait, these aren't sheep bones. Maybe a horse? Oh, poor thing.
And it's almost like they wear clothes. Like, some of them have like a weird, like, girdle thing. Let's go this way so I can nab the Sky Shard. And then some of them do have, like, a little crude, but it's still a sword. It's like a weapon. So strange. Alright, how do I get to that? To just hop up the rocks? Ow? Sir, do you mind? I'm trying to do something up here.
What do you say to some celebratory sweets?
Now's not the time, Isabel. I'll make you... I don't know, what's a sweet food? Banana surprise? Is that one? In out of context, not a great thing to say to someone. I'll make you a banana surprise later.
Privet's sash. I gave this to her as a present.
Oh no.
Finding Privet's sash worries me. She'd never take that off. Unless she left it as a clue. She wants me to know she's here. The bones we found looked gnawed on, but none of them were sheep bones. So I feel confident Privet's still alive.
It appears the headlets ate whatever creatures belong to these bones.
What a horrible notion. You don't think they'd plan to eat poor Privet? How could anyone look into those sweet eyes and consider such a deed? Privet isn't food. She's a friend. But I must agree, very nasty behavior from my new neighbors.
Where should we look next?
We know Privet came through here because we found her sash. But since we didn't see any sheep bones, they must have moved her. Let's search the caves over to the west. I know it's rude to rummage around someone's home, but they started it.
Why did you think the headlets would be friendly?
From the archipelago to the mainland, everything is war and fighting. But it doesn't have to be that way. I try to assume people have good intentions, and usually they do. Maybe this is all a misunderstanding. I can work that out later.
I want to hear more about Privet.
Of course you do.
Okay, we've already
It was
heard.
from the archipelago.
Okay, goodbye, bye. Why can't I leave first person? That was weird.
Look, a trail of bones. Oh, still not Privet's. A good sign.
Oh, I don't know if I should pick it up. Just follow the trail of bones. Are you gonna come down?
That natural bridge ahead. I bet the view is delightful.
Isn't this bridge full of imps? I recall it being full of imps. Oh, I guess this person up ahead is dealing with them.
I think I hear her bleating. We must be close.
Isn't this where the boss is? Brine Claw, that's the one.
Oh no, Privet! How could they put my beautiful friend in a cage?
Where?
We
Hold on.
absolutely must free her.
Oh, back there. Oh, there's a couple sheep. Oh, this boss is annoying because when you kill him, he spawns a bunch of mud crabs, I think? Doesn't it? Yep, there they are. Look at all them crabs. Hi, boys. Oh, one left. Guidras. Look at all the sheep.
Sweet Privet, reunited at last. A cave exit is nearby. Come, Privet. Let's get out of here.
I was gonna say, what about the other two sheep? No. They're so sheepish. Hello? How do you know which one's... Well, I mean,
Oh, my dear Privet. I don't know how I could live without you.
What is this? Why are there golden footsteps? Wait, what is this? Well, let's talk to him and I want to see what those footsteps are about.
I must say, and I don't usually speak ill of anyone except goats, but those Hadalids were awful.
Why goats?
Didn't even bother to explain themselves. I'm thankful you came along to help. And Privet tells me she appreciates you as well.
Does it seem like the Hadlets harmed Privet?
No, thankfully. Her wool is damp and dirty, which I find offensive, but she's safe. I'll clean her right up in no time. Please, take this as a thank you from the both of us. I'm glad that not everyone is as rude as those Hadalids. High Isle feels so peaceful most of the time. That's why I like it here, a respite from all the chaos of the mainland. But recently there are Hadalids and rogue knights roaming the roads. And adventurers like you. Too much excitement for me.
What do you do now, Mark?
First thing, Privet needs a bath. She seems a little sad at the moment, but a long soak should fix that. Then I'll make us a meal. Ah, the simple pleasures. I just want her to feel safe again.
Do you think that the Hadlets will try to take her again?
You were quite stern with them. Maybe the Hadalids caught the message not to bother their neighbors. If I see them lurking around again, I will just tell them they're not welcome. I can be quite stern as well when I need to be.
You're gonna get eaten by crab people. Why do you think they kept Privet alive?
They fell for her charms, obviously. Who wouldn't want my sweet Privet living with them? She brightens every room, even a moldy cave. Maybe those Hadalids never intended to eat her. Yes, that must be it. She was never in danger.
She was definitely in danger. Like, 1,000%. Okay. What are these golden foot? Like, why? Okay, we're gonna go past the whale carcass. Do they just disappear? That's a broken bottle. So they stop at the whale car. Ooh, lamb. Oh, I should remember there's some foul fishing holes. Are these all foul fishing holes here? Oh yeah, look at that. So they go this way. And then they turn. Unless I followed it backwards? Maybe I'm supposed to go like this? No, this seems to not make much sense either. Although it's still going. Oh, that's just floating in the air. Okay, are we still following me? What is this? Ooh, there's a... 1 second. Turn that down. Okay, it's still going. It's still going. It's still going. What is this path? Is it from this? This accident here on the road? Weird. Okay, that's strange. Let's head to the next delve. I want to do 2 an episode if they're not too long. Ooh, but this is the what?
As sure as beetles crawl on the ground, one of the blessed ones must have sent you.
Aren't you the one that tries to ambush me?
You have a good heart. The few travelers who walk down this road pretend not to notice my muddy scales.
Are you gonna attack me again?
Attack? No. My claws are dull. See? I've been told that one with scales like mine is threatening travelers near here. Oh, that may be why they walk by and do not hear my cries for aid.
I'm pretty sure that was you last time, because I tried to come see what you were talking about and got ambushed. I see.
You have a good heart.
If there are a few travelers here, why don't you find a busier road?
All roads are made of the same dirt. One is not more generous than another. More travelers could lead to more travelers looking past my curved tail. Chewing rocks has more appeal.
Would a city offer you more opportunities?
I tried cities. They did not suit me. My scales need the wind of the countryside. So I wander. My scales are happy. My feet are tired. Only my stomach longs for more.
Yeah, I'll give you money.
Thank you. I will eat well and sleep happily tonight.
Does that actually do anything? I guess that's also related to the Xanathar event going on, but like... I guess it's just a little interaction you can have. Sometimes there's an event here too. It's mud crabs. Ooh, actually this one's funny. I didn't realize it was this one.
Don't get any of them on me! You saved me. Those crabs were going to touch my legs with their disgusting shells.
Where are they
Another
now?
one? No! Not another crab!
There are some good random events in this DLC. I keep looking for the specific one though. There's one with a knight and a squire that you need for an achievement. I've met them one time so far. Let's go across the bridge. High Isle is pretty. Alright, and then I guess just run across. Oh, I need these to... Oh! Okay, I was gonna say I need these to spawn for an achievement as well. What are the odds? Sir, are you part of this entourage? Oh, you're not. Oh, it's the flame worm had flame worm. They should. When the game originally launched, there was a like rewards program thing that gave you some unique pets. One of them was an ice wraith that they still haven't like reused the model for any pet since. There's also a dwarven sphere, which I would love, but they should at least, if they're not going to re-release that thing, which I get it, that's like an exclusive thank you for playing early reward. They should make an alternate version for people that still want that kind of pet. Like, just make a flame worm, like we just fought, instead of an ice wraith. It's the same model, but just charry and black. And on fire. Does this one not have a quest? Oh, it does. There we go. What's your name? Vinilser.
Traveler? Over here. I can't go in there alone.
Hello.
You have no idea how long I've waited for someone like you to come by. There isn't much time. Terranora went in there, by herself. She's been
Terranora?
gone a long time. Something terrible must have happened to her.
Who's that?
My wife. We came to this star-cursed firepot cave to gather Volkesh Scoria. Given that we're looking for dangerous creatures,
What's
I
Scoria?
suggested we hire someone to protect us. But no, she darted in there while I was planning how we'd search the cave.
She's gonna tell me what it is. What's Volkesh Scoria?
Molten rock, cooled to a crust outside the Volkesh's bodies. Terranori and I were hired to retrieve it, but the gold we were offered means nothing if Terranori dies. Traveler, I am willing to pay you hefty sums to ensure my wife's safety.
Yeah, okay.
Here, one of the locals marked where some lava vents are in the firepot. We should look for the Scoria there. Finding the Scoria will help convince Terranori to leave the firepot. I want her out of danger before I talk some sense into her.
What are the Volkesh?
A sailor in Gonfalon Bay described them as creatures of molten rock. She said Volkesh shed their outside layer of rock, like a snake. There's bound to be piles of Scoria lying around for us to take, but Terranori went in on her own.
Why will they be around lava vents?
Some locals said they'd seen the Volkesh emerging from some lava vents. The vents can scrape at the Volkesh's outer layers, help pry the Scoria off.
Locals saw the Volkesh?
There are places on top of this mountain where you can look down into the firepot. Hunters usually stay clear of these windows, but a few brave ones helped us prepare for this foray into the cave. Now it's up to us to get the Scoria. Well, Volkesh are creatures of lava, right? The Scoria is what happens when the lava meets the air and cools down. It's not good for crafting, but skilled alchemists and scholars are very interested in it, which is how we got this job.
Tell me about your wife.
Terranore. Her mind turns around puzzles like a leaf floating on the breeze. It's hard not to be swept along. This isn't the first time that she's run into danger without a plan. It's just the first time she's done it without me.
If she's run off into danger before, why are you so worried?
Because losing sight of her while we're in a mine in Clinumbra is vastly different from her mad dash into this largely unexplored, lava-filled cave. She's unarmed, distracted, and directionless. I have the only map we made.
What's so important about
We gather the materials our clients
Scoria?
pay us for. I don't always know what use they have or why the clients want them. But since this Scoria comes from living creatures, I'd guess it has some magical properties.
Is Scoria dangerous?
Only if it's still attached to a Volkesh. Maybe if a crazed alchemist gets her hands on it. But I interview all our clients before we agree to work with them. We only work with artisans in good moral standing. We have a reputation to uphold.
What do you know about your client?
Not much, I'm afraid. He's an alchemist in Somerset, and he's interested in creating potions and powders that protect against fire. That was all Terranoi and I needed to know. We asked around about him, confirmed the job, and came here.
Alright, let's go find your wife. This dungeon sucks. Or Delph.
It's even hotter in here than I imagined. We should hurry to find the Scoria and Terranore before it's too late.
Okay.
Any battle we can walk
I
away
don't
from.
see Terranore anywhere, but those are some of the Scoria. Do you think they're cool enough to... Ooh, these are good quality. Terranore will be happy to see them. Terranore, we need to find her.
So, are Volkesh actually living creatures? Or are they just weird, like, animated lava things? Well, this is nice because these...
Growing plants in water? Not something I expected from a place called the Firepot.
This is answering questions I've had about some of the local wildlife. I wonder if we'll get an explanation about, like, the fawn creatures. Because these things, Volkesh, bear a striking resemblance to Wamasu. Or Wamasu, however you say it. Just, they're fire flavored instead of electric. How do I get that sky shard? Ooh, actually looks like I went the wrong way for it. Also, why are there iron atronachs just roaming here? Oh, you're guarding a chest. Lucky me. So many chests. I feel like there's a much higher spawn rate for chests in this chapter than there have been in the past. Because I've never, like, several weeks into a DLC, I've never seen so many chests. And I'm finding them like crazy in this one. Oh, maybe this is not the way to get up. No, maybe it is. It's interesting that you can't get Scoria from just fighting the Volkesh. Sometimes you can do that with, like... Is that another chest? Wow. Lucky me. Let's go that way next. I have literally no use for sky shards. I've run out of point of skills to put them. Another chest. I've run out of skills to put them into at this point. Like, they need to add a new skill line of some kind.
Wow. This place is surprisingly beautiful. Terranoi would love this view.
Oh my god, there's a fourth chest. Excuse me, I'm busy trying to get a chest. Do you mind? I guess it helps that people aren't really playing this DLC because they're busy grinding for mythics. That was the first thing I did. The first week of this game I spent grinding to get all the new mythics. So I wouldn't have to worry about them later when it gets more crowded. Can we get 5 chests? We got 4. Can we get to...
How
We
is there
can
this
get to
much
5.
water here? I thought everything would be dead.
Come on, give me a painting. One of you has to give me a... Oh. One of you has to give me a painting. I mean, it doesn't have to. They're still very rare, but... Mysteries of the Eltheric Ammonite. What? Interesting. I'll have to read that later. Alright, keep going. Yeah, why are there Atronachs in here? Atronachs don't just randomly grow in places. They have to be summoned.
Scoria to collect, but no sign of Terranore. Slick, where is she?
What is Sleck? Is that like a high elf
Somehow I thought
slang?
Terranore would be waiting for me, but we haven't heard her at all.
Man, she better not have gotten eaten by a Volcash.
Shining steel.
Okay, we're gonna keep going this way. Ooh, that's a big
The
one.
last vent I have marked in this section, but there's been no sign of my wife anywhere.
She's probably in the middle next to where the boss spawns, if I had to guess.
Terranore must have gone down into the depression below. We agreed we wouldn't go down there. What was she thinking?
How do I get down to the depression below? Can I just fall down? I think I might just try to fall down. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wow. Thank you, physics. That's not how that works.
We fought well.
Terranore! Get up. We're leaving while you're still in one piece.
Ooh.
Wait. See that large vent? We're not leaving without the Scoria around it.
I've seen souls less stubborn than you. Traveler, talk some sense into this idiot before I do something I'll regret.
Can we get the simple lock? Thank you.
If I knew someone like you would actually pass our way, I might have reconsidered coming here alone, eh? Then again, maybe not. Our life isn't what I promised, Vinalsare. I'm going to change that, no matter the danger.
What happened to you?
I was resting on that outcropping out there when the rock fell out from under me. Vinalsare will probably drag me to a healer. She's not going to stop talking about how she knew this cave was dangerous. It's really annoying when she's right.
Is she right about you being too stubborn to leave without La Scoria?
I am not. There may be a chance that Vinalsare is right. But our life together hinges on this job. The lack of coins in our purses is already damaging our marriage. Please, say you'll get those Scoria.
Yeah.
Thank you. Vinalsare trusts you. I'm putting the hopes of our happiness in your hands. With any luck, the only thing I'm going to regret today is falling off that rock.
With any luck.
Come on, let's get you out of here.
Why
before we
is there a
manage to get
whale
back
skeleton in here? Wait a minute. I never noticed that. What? Oh, right. This is the glitched boss that just doesn't spawn sometimes. I forgot. Oh, these give you 3 each. Okay. Well, I guess we won't be fighting. It's just a... Oh, there he is. I guess because someone showed up to spawn him. Okay. Yep.
Traveler, You don't appear to be much worse off for going into the fire pot, and that makes 2 of us. Well then, here we all are. Somewhat whole, marginally hale, but decidedly alive. Do you have the Scoria?
Yeah.
I don't know how to
Stomper
properly thank you.
Sabadons.
Terranoi's alive because of you, and we have more Scoria than our client wants. Take this. It's all I can spare now that Terranoi is injured. Take care. This archipelago is dangerous. My wife and I witnessed that for ourselves.
What will you do now?
Terranoi's wounds need tending to, and I could use something to calm me down. After that, someone needs to sort the Scoria, set up camp, and gather our provisions for the night.
How bad are her wounds?
She'll live, but healing takes time. Who knows how long we'll stay here. I plan on getting a ship back to Somerset as soon as possible. This archipelago is beautiful, but nothing compares to the Shining Isle.
Will your client wait that long?
He'll have to. No one else is desperate enough to come here and collect Volkesh Scoria. Besides, our health matters more than his good opinion of us. We'll wait for Terranoi to recover before we head out.
What are your thoughts on this?
Terranoi, what were you thinking? You could have died.
I know I worried you, but I'm fine, see? I just need to rest up a bit.
You got lucky. How do I know you won't run headlong into danger the next time we have a job?
Don't worry, I learned my lesson. Next time I'll look where I'm walking.
Not the lesson you were supposed to learn, but okay.
Thanks to you, we can satisfy our client and still have goods to spare. We can find new clients, grow our network, take more jobs, set ourselves up for a lifetime of prosperity and adventure. Ow.
Was this your plan the whole time?
It's been my plan ever since I met Vinosare. But the jobs we took never worked in its favor. There weren't enough goods to expand our clientele. All the rich artisans already had their own sources of rare materials.
And you think the Scoria will change merchants' minds?
It won't be lumps of volcanic rock that do it. Those will just help expand our client list and make us some gold quickly. No, the boost this gives our reputation will change their minds. Whenever they want a rare material, they'll think of us.
What does Vinosare think of the plan?
I'll tell her once she's calmed down. Vinosari's a lot better at finding clients than I am. We're a team. She figures out how to get jobs, and I make sure we complete them. She doesn't like my methods, especially now, but it's worth the risk.
Uh-huh. Alright, well, I guess that's it. We'll go to the next elf. Ooh, this one's a cool one. It's got dead things and spooky ghost nights and all sorts of things, but we'll do it in the next episode. So thanks for joining me. Come back, I'll have the next stuff up real soon, but until then, bye.